It was about this time last year that alarm bells started to go off inside Wuhan, a mysterious virus claiming lives in the massive city. Life as we know it altered. But 1 year later, we sent a team back to Wuhan, China to see what's changed in this original epicenter. And what Ian Panel will show us may stun you.
You could be forgiven for thinking this is old footage, a reminder of a world left behind. Happy crowds jostling at New Year, sharing and breathing the same air. But this isn't an old film. It was taken this New Year's Eve. Because while most of the planet hid behind closed doors, the city where the pandemic began parted in style. It's almost surreal how normal it all looked in Wuhan, China. About a year after the first reported outbreak of COVID-19, China was largely able to get the country back on its feet. For the billions still in the grip of this pandemic, the scenes out of Wuhan are simply stunning. So much so, we sent a team to witness the citizens of Wuhan going about their completely normal, everyday lives. Never has the ordinary looked so extraordinary. Hubei is a businesswoman in Wuhan. She filmed what it was like going back to her empty office in April last year. Today, her office is packed. She even has face-to-face meetings.
Now in most places, we basically don't need to wear masks. Life is back to normal like before.
China achieved what's eluded much of the world by flexing its authoritarian muscle to impose one of the strictest lockdowns on Earth in one of their largest cities. Wuhan is a bustling metropolis of 11 million. It was also ground zero for the first suspected outbreak of COVID-19.
Look at this airport. This is the international section of the Wuhan airport, and there's basically almost no one here.
Overnight, highways and airports turned into ghost towns. Health checkpoints were set up, and Beijing warned what would happen to those who tried to pass by with a temperature. The world watched aghast as people were confined to their homes, blissfully unaware that soon after, most of us would know what it was like to be locked down.
Milan is an industrial, but of course massive fashion powerhouse. Brands like these are having real problems with production. So whatever the medical reality of this virus, the economic consequences around the world are huge.
Almost a year later and 1.8 million lives lost, many countries continue to reel from a pandemic that just won't let up.
We now have a new variant of the virus, and it's been both frustrating and alarming to see the speed with which the new variant is spreading.
We're running probably 300% of our normal capacity, right? I mean,
300%.
China, on the other hand, now has an exhibit that celebrates all of its successes against the virus, but it mentions almost none of its mistakes. Citizen journalist Zhang Zhan was sentenced to 4 years in jail last week for reporting a far bleaker picture of the outbreak than China's official narrative would have us believe. And then there's Dr. Li Wenliang. He was the first to raise the alarm about COVID-19 and was accused by police of spreading false information. He later died of COVID-19 and now appears on the memorial wall. Many accuse China of hiding the threat of coronavirus and the true death toll. Just today, the WHO was unable to begin investigating the origins of COVID-19 after Chinese officials failed to finalize permissions for the team's arrival. And while life on the ground appears largely back to normal, it's not totally in the clear. China just placed a village near Beijing under lockdown after a new cluster was found there. But Hubei, like many here, is proud with the way her country's handled this pandemic.
I don't think there's been any country that has been able to do this. For this reason, I'm really proud to be Chinese.
But as long as this virus continues to rip through much of the world, the place where it all began, in Wuhan, will never be fully safe. Ian Panel for ABC News Live.
Our thanks to Ian for that striking report.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.